you've been around the game for a minute. Have you ever been to a Diddy party?
Yeah, I've been to about 3 of them.
About 3 of them?
Yeah.
Did you see any crazy wildness?
Nah, but I'd probably be the last person they show that to. Because I don't drink or smoke, so wherever that part of the, if that's happening, I probably wouldn't know. But I mean, it was well documented that, people used to get nasty at Diddy parties. It was well documented that that's how people, you went to Diddy parties, you was pretty much going to, get loose.
Yeah.
Everybody. It's really surprising to watch people complain now, but the word on the streets was always you go to Diddy party to get loose. So if I knew that and I'm the soberest nigga, breathing air, everybody knew.
Yeah, so you think it's about to be a bunch of Epstein list coming?
I mean, no, I don't think so. Because even the Epstein list wasn't the Epstein list. It never happened. That was more rumors. Mm-hmm. Diddy, listen, Diddy did some things, obviously, that's probably against the law. One of them is buying prostitutes. Obviously, if that's what they're saying. One of them is spousal abuse or assaulting his old lady. Another one is, taking drugs. All of these things are against the law. But again, being a racketeer, or being guilty of racketeering is a push.
Life,
that's a stretch. It's hard for me to believe you can call a John a trafficker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep saying this, but his enterprise would have to be rooted in buying pussy.
Exactly.
That's just a bit weird. And
he would have to be Hugh Hefner out here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I do think there are some things that, maybe in the legal standings he may have to answer for, but this is just ridiculous. And at a certain place, America is just chicken shit sometimes. Not just the government, but even the citizens, even humans, you know what I mean? Like, this lack of accountability. Like, Puff should be answering for things he did, but this is...
For sure, not that.
They parading Puff around like he's some real threat to society. Like, he John Gotti. Like, man, this nigga, nobody's scared of this nigga. Nobody's scared. Like, John Gotti is a real threat. Like, that's a real racketeering monster animal. Feel me? Like, it's some people. Puff is just a dirty old man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, you know what I mean? Again, we got into this space in America where we start letting white people mistreat black people because we feel like we don't agree with their moral positioning. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's something he should be answering for, but this is just silly.
So how do you think the outcome is going to be? Unless they got some more evidence that they ain't told us, I can't see them convicting him 15 to life for buying some pussy.
Well, the trick is this, like, right? Racketeering is more of a conspiracy thought. Trafficking, all of these are more like loosely. A couple of my homies were saying something. They were talking about the Fed's impressive conviction rate. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, listen, the Feds are very much a thorough, organization, but they're not unbeatable. They kind of handicap you. Like, exactly. Puff should be able to make bail. Mm-hmm. Puff ain't killed nobody. Yes, he's threatening witnesses. You can keep a bodyguard. He can afford to have somebody on him all the time. He can pay for that. If it was a man that wasn't a black man, they'd figure out a bail. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But again, and then they starting to play games where they trying to get to his money. So that's how the Feds beat you. And most people take a deal. So with trafficking, they can reduce it down as to something that's simple. Like the spirit of the law was to stop people from getting kidnapped and children getting kidnapped and sold into prostitution. The letter of the law can be as simple as the letter of the law can be something as simple as you bought a prostitute in Florida and you flew her here. So it's chicken shit. You know what I mean? And people going for this is chicken shit. It's just, I think it's about somebody being jealous of a man being successful. So, eventually when you hit the top, everybody want to tear you down. And don't get me wrong, Puff did some things to where, people, I can understand people wanting to see it, but some of this is silly.
Yeah, I don't feel like he should get 15 years for none of this.
To me, it's really a case that should carry 8 to 15 years. 8 to 15, right? Mm-hmm. The fact that he's fighting life is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care if you a girl that went to his party. You know what I mean? I don't care what you was. You just a piece. You know what I mean? You just horrible. Like you was excited to go to that party, and then one day you felt like you could capitalize off of it again. It's Cassie right now is a victim, right? She is somewhat of the victim. But then again, there is a responsibility that has to start being applied to people. Like you can't just get away with saying, "Oh, I did it for money," and then everybody saying, "No, I'm controlling you with money." No, your desperation for money allows you to be manipulated. There ain't enough money in the world Puff can give me that he could take no money from me or fuck me, you know, or sodomize me.
And you just forget about it.
It ain't enough money in the world. But to some people, it's enough money in the world that could allow him to mistreat you as a person. That shouldn't be a crime. It really should be a crime on you. You a sucker. Feel me?
Yeah, I don't feel like you should get paid for that. I feel like either he should go to jail or he should get stoned or, you feel me, some type of punishment.
Sure. And if, again, he's a drug addict, you know, a real dope fiend. Puff is a real dope fiend. Puff is probably a sexual deviant. I mean, he a cuck, but, you know, who am I to judge? But it's like, I agree with you. It should be something he's fighting 8 to 15 years. There's no way he should be fighting life in prison. This is silly.